Living in the shadows as a living legend on the football pitch is not easy when all you really want is for the world to see your true colours. Antoine Griezmann, a World Cup winner with 31 goals and assists to his name in a single season, yet he's the phantom of the football world. His impact in the football world is simply not being recognised, except for his off-field football manager skills. Surely Atletico Madrid fans shower him with love, but what about the rest of La Liga? It's like they're all playing hide and seek with his talent. And don't even get us started on his international acclaim. He's been France's shining star since 2016, yet the world only has eyes for Mbappe. It's time to unravel the mystery of why Griezmann is living in the shadows. To understand why Griezmann's brilliance often goes unnoticed, let's take a journey back to his childhood. Griezmann was often being overlooked and underestimated by French clubs at just 14. Lyon, Auxerre, Saint-Étienne, they all gave him the cold shoulder. Even Metz showed interest, but pulled the rug from under his feet, claiming he was too small. The small Frenchman's fate was hanging in a thin line. Griezmann's destiny changed thanks to sheer luck and a touch of audacity. At a tournament organised by Paris Saint-Germain, he stood out not only for his tracksuit, but for a t-shirt that proudly screamed Jamaica. Who knew that fashion statement would catch the eye of a certain scout? The scout who noticed him was a scout for Real Sociedad, and he wasn't even supposed to be there. He'd just landed after a scouting mission in Argentina, but a call from friends in the industry changed his course. They were all gathered at the youth tournament where Griezmann was strutting his stuff. All Hats, the name of the scout, decided to join the party. Griezmann, with just 10 minutes on the pitch, left All Hats in awe. His work rate and his technical abilities on the ball showed All Hats what potential he had, but it took some serious persuasion from All Hats to convince Real Sociedad to take a chance. You see, youth scouting at the time fixated on physical prowess, and Griezmann didn't fit that mold. But Real Sociedad saw something in the kid, and they signed him for their youth team. It wasn't an overnight success story though. After 4 years in the youth system, Griezmann finally made his debut for Real Sociedad, called up for the 2009-2010 pre-season campaign. Can you imagine the journey? From being turned away by French clubs to catching the eye of an unexpected scout at a youth tournament. This is the stuff of football legends. Talking of legends, let's make Ballers and Blunders bigger together. We'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe to our channel and like or comment on the video. Flashback to the summer of 2009, and Griezmann's talents were still waiting to be redeemed as a pro. Even the scout who initially believed in him had his doubts. It's like he was a hidden treasure chest that nobody dared to open. But this tale of resilience and passion had only just begun. Fast forward to September of the same year, and Griezmann finally got his chance to shine on the big stage in the Copa del Rey against Rayo Vallecano. It was a brutal introduction to the unforgiving world of football, as he entered the fray as a substitute in the 77th minute during a 2-0 defeat. But oh how destiny loves a good underdog story. On September 27th, he made his first professional start and scored his first professional goal against SD Huesca in a 2-0 victory, announcing his arrival to the world with a bang. 2 weeks later, Griezmann worked his magic again, this time against Salamanca, and in November of 2009, he treated us to back-to-back goals against Hercules and Recreativo de Huelva, and the latter being a match-winning gem. Griezmann was on the rise, and he continued to show his quality, netting 2 more goals in a win against Cadiz and Numancia, sealing Real Sociedad's promotion to La Liga. His performances were nothing short of extraordinary, and Real Sociedad couldn't help but be captivated. They rewarded him with his first professional contract, a thrilling 5-year deal with a release clause of 30 million euros. But the intrigue doesn't end there, my friends. Liga 1 clubs like Lyon, Auxerre and Saint-Étienne, who had once rejected him as a youth player, were now casting longing glances his way. It's the ultimate twist of irony. Those who once said no were now clamoring for his signature. Yet, despite these flashes of brilliance, Griezmann was still a hidden gem, waiting to be uncovered by the world. Then, on August 29, 2010, Griezmann's childhood dream came true as he made his La Liga debut. He didn't waste any time in making an impact, providing his first assist against none other than Real Madrid, assisting Raúl Tumundo for the equaliser. But alas, Real Madrid triumphed 2-1, with a certain Cristiano Ronaldo making his mark. As Griezmann adjusted to the grand stage of La Liga, he scored his first league goal in a resounding 3-0 victory. over Deportivo de La Coruna on October 25th, his celebration was as audacious as his play, as he pretended to drive a truck parked near the field.
الهدف الثاني من أنطوان غريزمان داخل السيارة. جميلة جدا هذه الصورة، جميلة جدا، وهكذا غريزمان.
But Griezmann wasn't just about flashy celebrations. He had the substance to match. He scored a whopping 52 goals and provided 18 assists for Real Sociedad, including some incredible goals. From equalizing against FC Barcelona to securing Champions League qualification in the final match of the 2012-2013 season, he was finally showing that he was a great investment. But remember, it's not just about goals and assists. Griezmann's real magic lay in his playmaking and ability to link up with teammates. He was a rare breed, a player who could punish in the final third and work tirelessly for the team, a very rare combination. While he continued to shine, there was one team that was watching his ascent with a keen eye: Atletico Madrid. In July of 2014, they made their move, reaching an agreement with Real Sociedad for the transfer of Griezmann. Back in the day, football was all about inch-perfect passes and possession, with Barcelona reigning supreme. But there was one team that dared to be different, and that team was Atletico Madrid. Under the legendary Diego Simeone, they played with high work rates and solid defending. And guess who fit this unique system like a glove? You guessed it, Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann was no ordinary forward. He was a player with a rare quality: the ability to track back, put in a tackle, and press the opposition, just like any other Atletico Madrid warrior. And that, my friends, is a quality that's rarer than Kendall Jenner finding the love of her life. Sure, he had his struggles adjusting to Simeone's system initially, but boy did he light up La Liga. In the 2014-2015 season, Griezmann fired up his rocket boosters, scoring a whopping 22 goals, surpassing the legendary Karim Benzema for the most goals scored by a Frenchman in a single La Liga season. Not only did he bag La Liga Player of the Month awards for January and April, he also found himself in the elite company of Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi in the La Liga Team of the Year. It was a dream come true for the Frenchman, but Grizzly wasn't done. That was just the beginning of his goal-scoring spree. He went on to score 32 goals in the 2015-2016 season, followed by 26 goals in the season after. And he didn't stop there either. 29 goals in 2018 and 21 goals in his final season at the club. But here's the kicker. Picture this: Griezmann scoring the winning goal in the Madrid derby at the Bernabeu. Both goals in Atletico's 2-0 Champions League's quarter-final second leg win over Barcelona, and the crucial goal that sent Bayern Munich packing in the semi-finals. The man was living for high-pressure situations. Yet, in the grand final of the 2016 Champions League, and fortune finally smiled on Griezmann. Semi-finals against Belgium, and won man of the match in the final as France triumphed over Croatia. He even clinched the bronze ball for being the third best player of the tournament. Despite Griezmann being so important to Deschamps' system, all the talks were about Kylian Mbappe. In the 2022 World Cup, it was déjà vu all over again. While everyone couldn't stop talking about Mbappe, Griezmann was quietly pulling the strings as the hybrid midfielder, especially with key players like Benzema, Pogba and Kanté missing in action. But, as they say, the best is saved for last. Going into the World Cup final, it was universally known that Griezmann had been France's standout performer in the tournament. He was the puppeteer pulling the strings, the conductor of the orchestra. His consistency and contribution couldn't be ignored. He had just been the best player on the pitch for France against England and leading the tournament as the joint top assister with 3. His assist against England made him France's top assister of all time. France didn't reach 2 international finals without him, and they certainly didn't lift the World Cup in 2018 without his magical presence at the heart of it all. So, dear viewers, the next time someone asks you about Antoine Griezmann, remember this incredible journey of a player whose brilliance often lingers in the shadows of the footballing world, but whose impact is felt where it truly matters, on the pitch. Now, picture this, a footballer who's conquered the World Cup, reached the stars, but when it comes to domestic team trophies, he's left empty-handed. It's like having all the ingredients for a gourmet meal, but never quite getting the recipe right. I mean, the guy has literally never won a league title. That's right, not one. Why, you ask? It all started at Real Sociedad, a club that played beautiful football, but faced the towering giants of prime Barcelona and prime Real Madrid in La Liga. And when Griezmann joined, they were in the 2nd division. Winning a league title? Mission impossible. Then came his stint at Atletico Madrid, where he tasted the sweet nectar of victory in the form of the Europa League in 2018. He was unstoppable that season, scoring, assisting, and carrying his team to glory. But here's the kicker. The Europa League, while prestigious, doesn't quite have the same sparkle as the Champions League. It's like comparing a diamond to a cubic zirconia. Both shines, but one shines brighter in the eyes of the world. And then, when Atletico Madrid finally clinched the La Liga title, Griezmann had moved on to new horizons. Oh, the irony. But fear not, we'll uncover why he made that choice a little later. Now, picture this again, Griezmann becoming only the 3rd player in the 21st century to score over 100 goals for Atletico Madrid, lifting trophies like the Supercopa de España and the UEFA Super Cup. He was on top of the world, the footballing gods showering him with blessings. But then, in the summer of 2019, he made a colossal decision, a move that would alter his destiny. A $146 million transfer to Barcelona, a club where the spotlight shines brighter than 1,000 suns. He kicked off his Barcelona journey with a bang, scoring twice in his home debut. But football can be a cruel mistress. Griezmann's contribution often transcends mere statistics, and sometimes you can't measure his magic with goals alone. The pressure was immense. A hefty price tag hung over him like a dark cloud. Despite ending the 2020-21 season with 20 goals and 13 assists, it wasn't enough for Barcelona fans. The move, to put it lightly, was a flop, and Griezmann found himself returning to the loving embrace of Atletico Madrid. But here's where the story gets interesting. His reputation was in tatters. The world labelled him as a massive flop, and the love had vanished. Atletico fans even vandalized a plaque dedicated to him outside the stadium. He was booed every time he touched the ball. His career was coming to an end, yet like a phoenix rising from the ashes, Griezmann clawed his way back into the hearts of Atletico fans. With 15 goals and 16 assists last season, he became one of the best players in La Liga. This season, he's on fire, with 11 goals and 3 assists in just 19 games, playing at a Ballon d'Or level. Despite showing the world what he's capable of time after time, he's still being overlooked for the likes of Kane, Bellingham, Haaland and Mbappe. It's like being the unsung hero of a blockbuster movie, always in the shadows of the leading stars. Griezmann's career is a symphony of redemption, a story of highs and lows, like a thrilling rollercoaster ride. If Atletico Madrid manages to clinch La Liga or the Champions League, mark my words, Griezmann will finally get the recognition he deserves. But it's another trophyless season. His individual brilliance will be buried, just like other parts of his incredible journey. So, remember, even when you think of the best attackers in the world, don't forget Antoine Griezmann, the unsung hero whose brilliance shines even in the darkest of moments. If you like this video, check this video out as well. And until next time, keep watching, keep cheering, and keep the passion for the beautiful game alive.